my kilt, man. I could have worn mine if you just told me.
Okay, I feel like we gotta like charge in like William Wallace wearing our kilts. We're ready for this.
I don't know about you, but I wear nothing under my kilt.
Come on, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's
let it hang loose, baby. That's it. That's the whole thing.
It's called Regimental Style. That's the only way you're supposed to wear it. Let the breeze in, brother.
That's it, brother. And that's cool breeze up here in Northern Ontario.
That's very cool breeze.
Soaks you through and there's no way back. You offer me your hand smoking big cigars while you're singing for your supper in a beat-up bar. And his love rides the truck stops home.
Let's go. We got Lyle Oliver all the way out of Thornbury, Ontario. That's Northern Ontario for you folks outside of Canada. How you doing, my friend?
Awesome. How you doing?
Thank you so much for joining us with Bandwagon TV's Joyride. We've been working on this for a little while. We've had you participate in our theme song contest. You're a good friend of ours, and also our mutual friend with MS Schlotterbeck here out of up the road in Dallas. And we're just so glad to have you on here today.
I'm happy to be on.
To introduce you to our fans and our audience, and for people who know you as well, maybe that are trying to learn a little more about you, tell us, Lyle, a little bit about yourself, musical influences, where you're from.
Well, I was originally born in Scotland, and I moved to Canada as a teenager, and I lived in Burlington, Ontario for a long time, and then I moved up here about 20 years ago. So in Northern Ontario, and I love it. In terms of my musical influences, like I really don't have a lot of favorites. I just like good music. And I like people who are eclectic and have diversified, taste. And that's what I want to do with my music too.
Okay, so I did not know this. So you're Scottish. I saw the kilt. I was doing some creeping on your social media. You're talking to an Armstrong. I'm part of the Armstrong clan. I should be wearing my kilt. I'm a little disappointed. I should have had it ready. Well, now this is exciting. So then let me ask you this. Being from Scotland, I guess obviously now living in Canada, how did you get introduced into country music?
Country music, to me now, modern country music is kind of like pop music. It's kind of like rock. It's not really traditional sort of country. And I like to be a storyteller. And that's what I find more with like, I don't really like the rap and that sort of stuff per se. I like telling stories, and that's what I'm primarily a songwriter. So that's how I got into that.
Well, it's very cool. So I wanted to talk to you. Would you say that you're maybe a songwriter first, musician, singer second?
I'm primarily a songwriter. I like to tell stories. I like to write music that people can connect to, and hopefully to give them something that they can identify with. And that's really what I try, like real life sort of things.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to tell our audience a little bit about the music that you have in your past. You have a great song called Sleeves, but also a dedication called, is it Dandelions?
Dandelions and Roses.
Yeah, Dandelions and Roses, which is a tribute to Don Everly out of the Everly Brothers.
Yeah.
It's a great sound. To me, being from, I guess, living in Texas, it's almost like this Roy Orbison, Buddy Holly feel to it, and I love it. And so I just wanted to, your progressions, and then to hear what you're coming up with now. It's just really interesting. So just, I guess, growing up, what were you listening to growing up?
Well, I listened to a lot of stuff from my parents, right? And my parents were big Elvis Presley fans, and Everly Brothers and that sort of stuff. And I listened to pop music all along. And in the UK, when I was younger, I was living to watch Top of the Pops. I don't know if you've ever heard of that show. So that was something that I watched in the UK. But then basically, I really like music, like I say, from songwriters. So Tom Petty, was a big influence for me. John Cougar, that sort of thing. That's the guys I liked.
I wanted to ask you this, and before we get into the lightning round, it's because you being a songwriter first, singer, musician second, but where you are now with your career and where you are going with your music, I wanted to ask you, what's more important to you right now, the music or the lyrics?
Actually, both, to be perfectly honest with you. I think a good song Has to have both. A lot of my songs, I want them to be catchy. I want them to be memorable, but I also want them to have a good lyric. That's really important to me. But I can't say one's more important than the other. I try to write catchy songs with meaningful lyrics.
Yeah, it's you do, and I'm very excited to promote the newest single, which has some really catchy lyrics and a great story behind the song. So, all right, Lyle Oliver, are you ready to get in? We're about to bounce into the lightning round. Are you ready, my friend?
I was born ready, man. Let's do it.
Okay, I feel like we gotta like charge in like William Wallace wearing our kilt. We're ready for this. You have no idea how much right now. I might have to do a promo with this video wearing my kilt. I am a little disappointed.
I wore my kilt, man. I could have worn mine if you just told me.
Why didn't we plan this? Oh, man, I'm just now finding out about this?
My kilt, man. I don't know about you, but I wear nothing under my kilt, brother.
Oh, come on. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's
let it hang loose, baby. That's it. That's the whole thing.
It's called Regimental Style, and that's the only way you're supposed to wear. Let the breeze in, brother.
That's it, brother. And that's cool breeze up here in Northern Ontario, so that's pretty good, you know?
That's very cool breeze. All right, while we pull in, we're going to pull over for the lightning round, and before we, with the white lightning, but before we do this, we promote local businesses, and I know you have a couple, but just if you don't mind, promote your local business with us today.
Well, you know, I really like the Loft Gallery, which is downtown, which is really about 10 stores in Thornbury. It's a great place to get original art if you're into art and support the local artists. And I really like this Fran's Mercato, which is a great Italian restaurant, and it's really homemade stuff. It's fresh pasta, and she gives you an absolutely great deal, great portions, and absolutely incredible food.
Now you're speaking my language. We're talking Italian pasta, Italian woman. There you go, making that fresh sauce. I'm smelling it right now. So I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm getting really hungry. So we're gonna go plug those. So everybody who's in the area, definitely give them a shout and drop by. For us, we're promoting, and this is a new sponsor here. We're very excited. It's the Bauman Brothers. It's Alan and Mike. They're veteran-owned small business company, and two brothers that realized they needed some hair and beard products. So they decided, why not? Let's just make our own product. So the Lombard Men, which is lombardmen.com, go look them up. They have great product for your beard and hair, and exactly this, okay? And this is why you're noticing a little bit of the nick without the beard and the hair, because I want to start fresh. We are getting this going, okay? So they're going to be the sponsor here with Bandwagon TV. We're gonna watch my beautiful beard just grow lusciously, the hair, the locks, the flow. And so we're very excited to promote them. Go check them out too on social media. They're Lombard Hair Lotion at Lombard Hair Lotion. So go check them out. They got a great deal. And like I said, also, they're veteran-owned, so give them a shout, okay?
Awesome, man. Awesome.
All right, well, Lyle Oliver, here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. Lightning round. So, because let's just say you're Canadian. You're up there, you're up north. So we ask all Canadians the most and the hardest questions. Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
You know what? I used to like Tim Hortons, but Tim Hortons has gone downhill, man. So you know what? It really has. Like, the quality of food there now is not as good. So I'm more of a Starbucks guy, but really, I'm really neither. I don't really buy a lot of coffee. It's too much for me to buy a Starbucks coffee. It's too expensive. So I make my own. I'm Scottish, man. I'm frugal. You know, I make my own.
I didn't want to call you out, Lyle, but you're a cheap Scot.
Yes, I'm a cheap son of a bitch, man. Yes, I am. That's it.
Also, if you said Starbucks, I was going to call you bougie. And wearing that outfit, you're no bougie, my friend.
No, I know I'm no bougie, man. They kicked me out of Starbucks when I went to Starbucks.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, they would kick you. They'd turn you around. They wouldn't let you in the door. Okay. So I've noticed, too, doing some stalking, someone likes to snowboard a little bit. So I wanted to ask you this, because living up north, you're doing a few different things in the winter. Yep. You're snowboarding or you're on your ski-doo. For you non-Canadians, that is snowmobiling. So which one is it? Snowboarding or on your ski-doo?
I do both, man, but I had a choice of one, snowboarding. Okay,
with this though, I was about to go this route. It's late at night now. Either you've been ski-dooing or snowboarding. Let's add a little bit of, would you rather be at the lodge near the fireplace enjoying a good drink, telling a good story? Which one is it?
I'm Scottish, If there's a drink around, I'm going to be where the drink is. That's. I'll even come to Lampasas, Texas, if there's a drink there.
Hey, we got good whiskey here, my friend. It might put that Scottish whiskey, it might put it up to a challenge, but that invite is on us. Because I mentioned these two artists before, you mentioned them earlier, but I wanted to ask you, Buddy Holly or Roy Orbison?
Roy Orbison.
What if we added a little John Cougar Mellencamp?
Roy Mellencamp.
Oh, see, I see what you did there. I'm going to tell you, because you're in like Cottage-Country right there. And so as a kid growing up in Canada, you know, being up, we used to go to a lake called Charleston Lake. And I'm going to tell you this, we played John Cougar nonstop. I think John Cougar is like the ultimate cottage music. I don't know. For me, it was.
Amazing. Yeah, he's amazing.
All right, sir. We know that you play the guitar. I'm sure you play some other instruments as well. But I wanted to ask you, you're on stage, you got your guitar, you need another musician with an instrument. Which one is it going to be? A fiddle, the pedal steel, or standing piano?
You know what? I think a lot of music can sound really, really good with piano and guitar. So that's what I probably would do. If you've got a good song, all you need is a nice guitar and a piano.
It's a nice sound. You can't go wrong.
Yep. Yep. You know, when I write my songs, I try and, if my song sounds good with acoustic guitar or piano, because I can't play piano, then the production is just painting the picture after you write the core song, right? But the whole thing is to start off with core song on acoustic guitar, and if it's good with acoustic guitar, you know you got something there.
No, you're right about that. You're right about that, sir. All right, you're doing great, Lyle, but we always love asking these questions. So now you're driving, you've taken over, you're in the driver's seat of the White Lightning, and you're going coast to coast, but you need a co-pilot, musician, dead or alive. Who do you got?
Actually, you know who I probably have right now is my buddy Mladen Alexander. He's the guy that I co-write with some of my songs. Him and I go way back. He's a really talented dude.
I love him on sleeves.
Yeah, he's my man, for sure.
Well, so the next question we typically ask, so if it's you and him, what song are you guys playing the entire way?
Busch Party is going to be playing now. That's it. Busch Party's going to be there. It's a driving song, man. It's going to get us out there. Keep us awake.
So this is, right here, this is a great segue. And you did great, by the way, in the lightning round. And we want to promote your new single, Busch Party, right? But it's spelled like the beer Busch, all right?
Scottish,
and I don't know if everybody knows what a Busch Party is. So, Lyle, go ahead and explain to us what a Busch Party really is.
Well, a Busch Party, it basically is something where you go out into the boonies and, you know, out into where no one else goes, and you go into the wilderness and you have a party under the stars and have bonfires, drink beer, drink bourbon, drink whatever the hell you want, you know, and it goes on for hours and hours and hours. So that's what Busch Party.
We all have them. I think in every town, you know, it's always outside the city limits. It's trying to get away and be free as you can. And you tell a great story. So we do have to kick you out. I don't know if you knew this. We do have to kick you out. But before we do, we just want to know, how do we find you? How do we listen to you?
You can listen to me on most major streaming platforms. You know, I'm on Spotify, I'm Amazon Music, you know, YouTube Music, Deezer. So that's it.
Well, this was fantastic, Lyle. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited about your new single. You also had a new single that was actually one of our favorites. Is the song that you submitted for our theme song called Let Me In, which is also a really cool tune. So for everyone, go check Lyle out. He has some really good music, and you're going to find some of his past stuff, and the music changes, which is good. It keeps things fresh, and it's a lot of fun. And like you said, it's a great song to listen to, Busch Party in the car. So, yeah, absolutely. And I was going to say something in Scottish, but I don't know what would be appropriate before we look.
How about I say slange, man? Slanger.
Slancho, there you go. Well, hey, Lyle, we got to kick you out. But before we do, we need a song. Is there a way we can get a song from you today?
Busch Party.
All right, I love those words. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
It's been a long, hard year with nothing to do but play video games and think about you. And I just don't know how it's all gonna end. I'm tired of walking the dog and not seeing my friends. So I made a few calls, set the whole thing up. Couple of two for sitting in my truck. driving down an old dirt road to the outskirts of town where nobody goes. We're gonna let her hair down. Busch party underneath the moonlight, bonfires burning, everybody's alright. All the pretty girls from right around here gonna crank up the tunes, drink a whole lot of beer. We're gonna tell all the friends tonight we're gonna have a Busch party. 4 a.m. we're still going strong with an old 6-string just strumming along, mouthing the words to our favorite tunes. We were under the stars, lit up by the moon. We were sitting in circles in our old long chairs, covered in blankets for the cool night air, talking for hours till the sun came up. We put a little moonshine in a Dixie cup. We let her hair down. Hell yeah. Busch party underneath the moonlight, bonfires burning, everybody's alright. All the pretty girls from right around here gonna crank up the tunes, drink a whole lot of beer. We're gonna tell all the friends tonight we're gonna have a Busch party. Yeah, we're gonna have a Busch party. Hometown boss, hometown strong, having a good time, just getting it on. Get a little high on a Friday night. We were feeling real good, we're feeling alright, 'cause we let her hair down. Hey, yeah, we let her hair down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Busch party underneath the moonlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Busch party underneath the moonlight, bonfires burning, everybody's alright. All the pretty girls from right around here gonna crank up the tunes, drink a whole lot of beer. We're gonna tell all the friends tonight we're gonna have a Busch party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Busch party underneath the moonlight, bonfires burning, everybody's alright. All the pretty girls from right around here gonna crank up the tunes, drink a whole lot of beer. We're gonna tell all the friends tonight we're gonna have a Busch party. Yeah, we're gonna have a Busch party. Yeah, 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 we're gonna have a Busch party. Busch party underneath the moonlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There you go. That's Busch Party, Lyle Oliver. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be your summer song. You're going to be out there drinking with your buddies at the lake, the pool, the beach, and you're going to want to listen to this song over and over again. Lyle, thank you so much for joining us with us today.
Thanks so much for having us.
Hey, it's been a blast, and I'm finally glad that we got together and to do this and drive up to Northern Ontario. It's always beautiful up Cottage-Country. So we hope to see you again maybe in Texas soon.
Sounds good, man. Our drive up, we'll have a Busch party.
Hey, we're waiting for me and Slaughterbeck, okay? We owe you some.
Okay, brother. Cheers.
All right, brother. Take care. Sláinte. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
I wanna take you home.